And where is what's
Can
happened
you
to
click
Susan?
video,
Oh,
please?
hi, Aunt Ruth.
Hi.
Hi, Ruth.
Yeah.
Good to see
I
you.
don't think we've
Keith?
seen each other.
What
for-
should I do?
Hello,
Just,
Jeffrey. And Valerie, we can't see you, Valerie.
Okay,
there you
hi
go.
everybody.
Hello.
Hello, David.
Oh, look
Happy
at this
birthday.
group.
Yes. Oh, hello,
Oh.
Jody,
Keith?
David.
how do
Yep,
I,
Lisa,
Yeah.
try to turn on the start video, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
It's like you're a ghost.
Yeah, yeah.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. And
Hey, Jojo.
we saw your granddaughter earlier. Yes.
You saw my granddaughter earlier?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
Mhm.
wonderful. They called
Yes.
before Shabbat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
Oh,
not going
nice.
to be here for Shabbat.
Mom, are you wearing the India shawl that I gave you?
I certainly am.
Wow, it's
I
stunning.
assure you, this is the first time I've worn it during quarantine.
Right. I
For a
don't walk
special
around with
occasion.
a shawl all day long.
Actually, Adele, I think you wore that for the party.
I
That's right.
did.
The smashing. I remember it.
I
It's
wear
so
it
beautiful.
for special occasions. That's right.
But it's funny to think that was a year ago when we were in
I
person.
know.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was that life was
Oh,
better in person.
Claudia is a
Better in person. Oh, hi, Eric and
and
Caroline.
Eric and
Hi.
Caroline.
Hi.
Hello, Caroline.
Happy birthday.
And there's Claudia. Hello, Claudia.
Claudia.
Hi,
Hi,
Nicole.
Claudia.
Hi, Nicole.
Oh,
Keith.
oh,
Oh, there's
Oh,
Nicole.
good
and
day,
everybody.
Hi,
Yes,
Hattie.
Hi. There's Hattie. Hi, Hattie.
He's got the best smile. Hi, sweetie.
We haven't seen you for a while. How are you feeling, Nicole? How you doing? How's everybody?
I'm completely better, luckily.
Oh, good.
Oh, cute.
good.
Good.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Oh, fantastic.
hello. How old is Hattie now?
He's 14 months today.
Oh, happy
Wow.
birthday.
No, happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Oh, and Adele, you look so official with headphones. My goodness.
Well, the
I
reason I'm
know.
wearing headphones is because of my computer.
Mima's our IT.
My computer doesn't do very well on its own, so it's not.
Also, Mima's gotten really into gaming during the pandemic.
I've gotten into what?
Playing video
Gaming.
games.
Ask Dom and Ellen.
Oh, there are Keith and Melanie. Yes.
Hi.
And Asher is now gone to bed, I take it.
Yeah.
Mazel tov to Dominic and
Yes.
Ellen for being
Ah.
affianced.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
everyone.
You know, your great grandmother, Oma Betty, when she met Valerie,
She was in the hospital.
she was in the hospital,
Oh,
said to my father, her son,
in German.
in German, "Is this the intended?"
the zukünftige.
Which is
I
so,
had no idea what
which
she was
is so Germanic. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
You know what? I want to tell you that her words go through my head all the time.
Yeah.
They were so
So-
insistent. Yes.
So Jeff,
And Valerie,
I had no idea what she was saying.
despite me interpreting it for her, she continued down the path to marriage.
Oh.
Good
Yeah.
for you,
hey
Valerie.
Jeff.
Yeah.
My mom's version of that upon meeting Keith was, is he a keeper?
Uh-huh. Well,
Then question.
Wait a minute. Is Susan to you directly or right in front of Keith?
While I had gone to the bathroom.
Okay.
uh-huh.
That took a while.
Yeah, I can pretend.
Couldn't resist that.
Well, yeah, the American version is fine.
I remember Oma always saying, no matter what it was, we didn't do this. Yeah.
Nicole, I think Hattie's happy to see 100 people.
Yeah. She very much is.
Yes, yes.
It's
How old is she?
Tell us where you are.
14 months. She's 14 months.
14 months.
Today.
14 months today.
Oh,
Yes.
Look at that
Yeah.
face. Oh my gosh.
She's our extrovert.
Yeah.
She's a happy
She's
girl.
the opposite
She's
of
got
me.
a lot of hair.
Yeah.
She and Anna have a lot of hair. Yes, yes, yes. So anyway, do you all know Jane? Does everybody know my friend?
Hi,
Yes.
Jane.
Hi,
Jane.
Hi,
Hi,
Jane.
Jane.
Hi,
I know
Joanne.
Jane.
Yes,
And
Oh,
hi, Penny.
yes.
Penny, hi Penny,
Hi, Penny.
and Joanne.
Yeah.
yes,
Hi, hi,
David.
David.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Jody.
yes.
Joanne. Hi, Jules.
Nice to
Hello,
see
hello,
you.
Eric.
And I know
Hello.
Jane because Jane got me my first job in tech.
oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And
Hi.
Tony will never forget you.
Oh, and there's Jay. Yes. And
Claire.
Where?
Claire. Yes. Yes. Hi. So good to see you. Yes.
Good to see you.
Haven't seen you for a while.
Oh, we
So
should.
Jay and Claire, you are in Falmouth, is that right?
No,
we're in Boston.
we're in Boston.
Oh, you're in Boston. Okay. And there is Lisa Burson. You're joining us, Lisa?
Yeah,
Burson?
I'm doing it on my phone.
Okay, as long as you're here, very good, very good. And do you all know too?
Lisa, there's something wrong with your volume.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you might
it's
want to
just
go
got
mute.
the phone and the computer sound
Yeah,
over.
that's
Yeah.
why.
You can't hear
me now?
Now
Yeah,
we're okay.
you're good.
Yeah, to mute.
Yes. Hi, Lisa.
I'm really annoyed. I'm so annoyed that, hi, Joanne. I'm so annoyed that I can't get on with my computer.
Yeah, as long as you're here.
You go.
We see you.
We see you.
Now we
Okay.
see the curtains.
Yeah, but I can't see everybody using my phone, whereas I could on the computer. Well,
Oh, well.
maybe I'll see if I can do both.
No,
No.
The
No.
volume is gonna get mixed up.
we're gonna hear an echo. Please
Well,
don't.
the important thing is you're here. We can see you and we can, excuse me, we can.
All
hear
right.
you.
All right. It's frustrating. I can't see anybody.
You have an
That's okay.
iPad,
It's the,
Lisa?
it's the
What?
Wi-Fi signal
An
that counts.
iPad?
No,
Oh.
I'm using my MacBook Pro and I never have problems with it. But for some reason, it's only letting me in for audio, not video.
We can see you though.
Well, that's because I dialed in on my phone.
Okay.
The problem is that I can only see them one person at a time on my.
Yeah,
my
that's
phone.
Mom,
annoying.
If
Yeah.
you want to troubleshoot it, put yourself on mute and call me, okay?
How do I put my phone on mute, you mean?
No. All right,
Hi, Karen.
just
Okay.
Well, leave. Never mind.
Meanwhile, let us welcome Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hello, Karen. Where are you, Karen?
I'm reporting live from Denver.
Well, thanks to virtual communication, you're here.
Also,
How are you?
thanks to Colorado for some help in the election. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Adele. You're just keep getting the numbers in. Every year.
92, yes.
Wow.
It's kind of amazing to
Hi,
me.
Duke.
Yes, yes.
Hi there.
Thank you.
I do.
Hi.
I thought you turned
Duke.
70.
Hello, Duke.
Hi, Adele. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes. Yeah.
Great crowd.
Yeah.
So you draw millions, Adele.
What?
You draw
Yes.
millions.
Yeah.
Who's talking?
I said you're drawing millions of fans.
It's Valerie.
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting. Yeah, very-
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a quorum here. So I just want to say I'm going to leave my frame for a moment. And when you see me behind my mother's frame, I may want your attention.
All right. He's going.
Welcome to the club, Adele.
Thank you.
I'm 92 also.
What'd
Oh,
you
wow.
say? I didn't hear you what you said.
I said I'm 92 also.
Oh, that's the club. Oh, you're 92 also. I wasn't quite clear. Okay.
Bad,
Okay.
too bad.
Yeah. Well, we made it this far.
There's
Yeah.
5 months, you're the same age.
Yes.
There's 120.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. And so I don't know if you all know everybody, but maybe we'll get around to that. Yes. Yes.
Hi, Ellen.
Hello. I don't know.
Hi, Dominic. I've never met you, but hi.
Good to meet you.
We had a long chat last night. Yes.
He is the intended.
Oh my
That's right.
goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
we go.
look
Okay.
at that.
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adele. Happy birthday to you.
Not bad for Zoom.
Very, very good.
Keep going. Keep going. Not done.
Make a
All
good
the
lot
way.
of wishes,
All the way.
Mom.
Keep going. You can do it. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh,
Whoa.
I'm
thank
gonna get to eat
you,
some of that tomorrow.
everyone. I'm happy on my birthday. I wish I could sing an aria, but this will have to do.
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah, it would be good to have. I don't know what you sing in Yiddish for this. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. But you're all good. I recognize everybody.
You look great, Adele.
I look great, really.
Yes, you do.
Oh, you know what? Hattie is. She's waving. Yes.
Patty's
Hello?
waving.
Patty's waving?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
So give us some pearls of wisdom at 92.
Yes. We need all the pearls we can get.
Oh my goodness. Well, I would have to say that I am enormously grateful. That's why I have so much to be grateful for. I just can't even believe it. Whoever imagined that I would be around at 92, and to have all these wonderful, wonderful people in my life, and that I keep so busy during quarantine with all my connections. Yes, and to have everybody, all of you and others in my life that give me so much and teach me so much. Yes, I feel very, very lucky. Yeah, yeah. So are you there, Keith? Okay.
Yes, I am. I was listening to that. That was lovely.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. So where do we go from here, program director?
Well, I was taking life as it comes, but perhaps everyone can just say a little something.
And when you say something, since just
as
so
the
everybody
oldest
knows who you
person
are,
here.
say who you are. Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
I
it says
gotta
who
find-
you are, but who you're related to.
Yeah. So Aunt Ruth, who are you exactly? Give us a little ID.
Who I am. I'm the oldest person here, and I'm going to say something that I don't think many of you can match. I have had a close relationship with Adele for over 75 years, and I hope there will be many good years ahead yet.
Yeah.
And I certainly feel very deeply and very sincere about saying that we've had good times together And I wish you the best of birthdays.
Thank you. I'm going to add to that. I'm going to go back to when I first met Ruth, when we first met each other. And that was a little bit over a week, maybe a little bit over a week after I met, we call him Hansel, Henry, yes, or Opa. And he was leaving for graduate school. And we already decided that we were a pair. And he took me, of course, to meet his big brother and his sister-in-law. I was 19, a very young 19, I would say. And then, so he takes me to, you lived in, where was that? Forest, where did you live then, Ruth? Shouldn't hear me, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, to their apartment. And there we get this beautiful dinner, cooked to perfection. You know, and Ruth is a total grown-up. And of course, we're wearing dresses and heels, and it's all very, very formal. And guess what? I got the stamp of approval. It's critical.
The stamp of approval.
Yes.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that, right, Jeffrey? Very important, right?
I think that
And I
must
want
have
to say
been,
one more thing about Ruth. We helped each other out in many ways, but what I will never forget. Ruth, can you hear me? Are you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear
can
me?
you hear, Mom?
He's listening.
Okay. Anyway, what I will never forget is that very shortly after Keithy, we called him, as he was born, I unfortunately needed surgery. I had varicose veins and, a danger of a blood clot. I needed surgery. So how do you leave your newborn? Who do you leave a newborn with? And Ruth, who had young children herself, right, immediately volunteered and took him. And there was a lot of work, feedings during the night and all of that. She took him willingly and took such good care of him. And I was so relieved. I can't tell you. Yes.
I don't know
And
if I
he-
stayed there long enough.
And
I
he
could've
didn't
gotten
even
more
miss
training.
me. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember he had a prodigious digestive system.
You remember that? Do you remember that at
Still
all?
does.
This is my mother's birthday. Let's stop talking about me. Thank you.
Ah,
Okay, all right, let's go. Let's move on. Who's next? Yes, Ellen.
Thank you for calling.
Ellen, as you almost know, is Keith's daughter. Yes.
Yes, I am Ellen. This is Dominic. I just wanted to say before everyone gets into, I told Mima some of what I was going to say tonight because I know that everyone is going to say really nice things about her, and that's really great. And we all know that she's amazing. But I also think it's really important to know the darker side of Mima.
Oh, Ellen.
That's my girl.
So I just wanted to relay a conversation we had last night, and everyone can take it as they will. Mima yesterday was talking to me about the plants in our apartment and how important it is to keep them alive. And I was sharing with her that it's really hard to keep them alive because of our cats. And Mima's response to that was, you should probably just kill the cats. So Mima, I want you to now apologize. You don't actually have to.
Okay. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We forgive you.
Yes,
But
I was kind of joking, but not totally. Yes.
not totally, yes. And then the worst part of it all, she tried to blame it on her part selves. And that's just not fair.
You're revealing my whole personality.
But
Now
So I
that you're training as a social worker, Ellen, she can just throw that jargon around, and she thinks you're gonna buy into it.
You think I'm gonna fight, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Ellen, I'm just relieved you're not killing the cat. When you lifted her up like that, I was really worried there for a second.
Dominic would also like to say.
I just wanted to share. So it was probably 4 years ago. Ellen and I took a trip down to see Adele. It was the first time I met you. We had like a lovely lunch together, and we spent Ellen and I got to go out to Northampton, and we came back and spent a really nice evening together. And the next day in the kitchen, I got to talk with Adele, and we ended up talking about opera. And she schooled me a little bit on Don Giovanni, remembering from heart. Do you remember the line that you were trying to quiz me on about how many women Don Giovanni had slept
Yes,
with?
I do. Yes.
Spain.
Do you
2003.
remember? Do you remember?
Spain.
2003, but I can't say it in.
Mille Trent. He was ghosting. Yes.
Exactly.
Mille Trent. Yes.
And, yeah, I knew in that moment I was in good company.
Oh yes. So you haven't forgotten it. I'm glad. I'm very pleased that you remembered that. Yes.
You made quite the impression.
Yes.
Nemo,
So-
in all seriousness, we did want to say that we love you very much, and you are our favorite person to call. In my opinion, you're the easiest person for me to talk about clinical cases with. You're just an absolute joy. So we just want
Thank you. I won't go into all the phenomenal things you're doing with very troubled children, but let us say you're doing great things. Yes.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you both. Yes, yes. And Dominic is the king of chocolate, the world's king of chocolate. Every time I eat chocolate, I think of Dominic. Okay.
Hi.
All right. Penny.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking all day today about how grateful I was to Howard Perraud, of all people, because if it hadn't been for him, I would never have met Henry and then Adele and everyone else in the family. And I think what I was thinking about is how one small incident can change your entire life.
Uh-huh.
Something happened with my sound.
I think it's Lisa's having some audio issues, but I
Okay.
muted her, so you're okay now.
Oh, okay. Okay. We spend almost a part of every summer together. Adele, until 2 years ago, would come down here every year. And
every winter, yes.
Every winter. And every Sunday we speak. And it is really one of the most important parts of my life. And the other thing I thought about is, Adele, you are my eco ideal. And when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
You're great by yourself. Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, I really, I used to be so afraid both of not growing old and growing older. And when I see you, it's like, it's okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Penny's middle name is Millicent, and Henry loved that name. And even when he had dementia, he always talked lovingly about Millicent.
And I hated the name until then.
You what?
I hated the name until then.
I know. Well, he loved it. He loved you, and as well as the name. Yes. All right. Who's next?
Okay, I'll go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to get over my frustrated part self that is not able to work the technology tonight. But Mom, I'm going to say to you kind of what I wrote in the card to you, that you are the most amazing nonagenarian I have ever known in my life. where, most people, faced with a pandemic and isolation and the challenges of getting older, feel isolated, depressed, cut off, disconnected. You have risen to the occasion with rings on your fingers and bells on your toes. You Zoom away with everybody. I call you and you're always saying, oh, Lisa, can I call you back? I'm in the middle of my support group. I'm in the middle of my therapist group. I'm in the middle of my writing group. I'm in the middle of my book group. It's really hard to just, get some quality time with you.
So I'm not perfect.
Because you're so busy and you're so engaged and you're so connected with people, and you also, I think, just are the epitome of connection. You care so deeply about people. And that's why you have this whole, Zoom smorgasbord of people that care so deeply about you.
Yeah. Well, I'm very lucky with the people I have in my life.
But it's not just luck.
Not luck.
It's
But
you.
some of it is luck, maybe.
Well, some of it is luck, but just listen, don't interrupt.
Nope.
Be quiet. Just listen. It is because of who you are.
Thank you.
And you are an example to all of us about, how to grow older, not just with grace and dignity, but with joy. So much joy. And I admire you so much. And Penny stole my thunder, but I said it first, which is when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
All right. I'll try to accept this graciously. It's a little
Yes.
overwhelming. Okay.
Yeah. No, but
Thank you very much.
interruptions.
No interruptions. Okay.
Well, Mom, I'm going to say something, another quality that's so wonderful about you. And I'm reminded of it when I think of when Opa told you about his affair with Kunigunda, and you didn't have an ounce of jealousy in you. And fortunately, I mean, you knew that it was most likely a fantasy, but most likely a fantasy. But I knew 37 years ago that you had no jealousy in you, especially
No.
towards Opa, because you were willing to share him with me for the night.
You have to explain that.
I just, for those of you who don't know who Kunigunda was, when Opa had dementia, he had an imaginary girlfriend, Kunigunda, and she was wonderful. And I not only wasn't jealous, I loved her because I couldn't be with him all the time. Kunigunda was with him whenever he wanted her to be and did whatever he wanted her to do. So so she made him happy. She made me happy too. Yes.
So I'm going to say something briefly because I'm going to be with you tomorrow. But Lisa said exactly what I was going to say. So I'm going to say something a little bit different. You're not really on Facebook, even though you have a Facebook portal, but some people posted things on Facebook today.
No, I saw them today. Your brother showed them.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to read one post. And this is from my best friend from childhood,
yes,
who absolutely adores Mima, Mom. And she posted on Facebook, she wrote, "Happy birthday to the smartest woman who entered my life and changed it for the better. I love you, and I love that cute guy you are cozying up to. That's Dad. That's Opa."
yeah, yeah.
And tell her who it's from.
And that's from my friend MJ.
Yes, yes. Well, MJ came to our house a lot, and she found happiness in her in our family that she was hard to find in her own. So she hasn't forgotten that. Yes, yeah. Okay.
I'll step in, or is someone else going to go?
I was going to go, Keith.
Oh, yeah, Clem, go ahead.
I have seniority, right?
Yes, you do.
This is one of the few times where age is helpful with getting vaccines. So I'm
Yeah.
grateful for that, right? I'm sitting here just, marveling at how many of us there are and how this started off with the patriarchy, the two brothers, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, and now the two matriarchs, in all their wonder, my 93-year-old mom and my 92-year-old aunt are leading this wonderful family. By the way, both my grandchildren had to be either put to bed or bathed, so they all send their regards, but they had to, in Germanic fashion, keep to a schedule.
Yeah.
So, and Aunt Adele, you and I have talked, regarding the birthday, but one of the things that I've marveled at is your ability of each of your decades to take in the beauty of the decade and the deepening that can come from it as one ages. And for me, as I'm sort of going into a significant decade come the spring, it's just a wonderful role model in terms of living life fully. So thank you for that, and just a wonderful birthday.
Well, thank you very much. And I've had very lucky things happen with different decades. To age 20, I was close to meeting my husband. Age 30, I was having children, and on and on. And 40, I was already becoming a teacher. 50, I was becoming a social worker, on and on. So, and 90, I became a great grandmother, or 91. Yes, yes. And you've been a terrific aunt. I was a niece, I mean, a wonderful, wonderful niece. Wonderful niece. Please.
She's a terrific aunt too.
I'm sure she is a perfect aunt and a perfect grandmother. No,
that's where Karen and
we've
Jay
had a
should pipe
very
in.
special relationship. Yes.
Maybe I can slide in on Claudia's coattails, but I too want to wish you a very happy birthday, Adele. And by the way, that little setup you have there for Zooming, you look like a radio talk show host. I think you.
Maybe that's going to be my next career.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Rush Oppenheimer.
95. 95.
Ring to it. Yeah. But
if
but I
Samantha Guthrie decides to retire, I'll take her place. Yes.
But I want to thank you. It's about 41 years ago, I was welcomed into the Oppenheim family. And some of my nicest memories of those early years were visiting you in your Northampton home, and just such an incredibly warm reception you gave me. And I was impressed from the very beginning, not just by your warmth and hospitality, but this equanimitas, this ability you had to take everything in stride. It's a very calming influence you had, and I've always admired that. But again, just thank you for so graciously welcoming me into the Oppenheim family.
Well, it was a great pleasure. For good reasons we did. Claudia was so happy, and it was so wonderful meeting you. And I love to hear you say that I'm a calming influence, because if you ask any of my children, they'll say, "What? Who is he talking about?"
Yeah, I haven't noticed that.
Me neither. I was like, who is he talking about?
Well, maybe my memory's not so good.
Thank you, Duke. Yes, good to see you again. Yes.
Good to see you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is my second day here, and I've been lucky enough to be able to spend a few days with my mom here and there over the last couple of months to see her alone in action. The running joke we've had in the last 24 hours is that she's developmentally delayed, that she's more like an 86-year-old. So
This
it's a
is how he
compliment.
greeted me in the morning. He walks into my room, says happy birthday, and that's what he says to me. Yes.
Right. So it's a compliment. You just got to look for it. That's the nature of that comment. In just a short period of time, Mom, you have dealt with not only a new set of headphones, but a number of platforms and ways to communicate that have changed your life, and you're doing great. We're really proud of you.
Thank you. He doesn't usually praise me like that.
No.
This
Not
is-
usually.
On this forum, it's a pleasure. Yes, Jane is nodding because Jane hears all the stories.
Whenever I praise you, I always want to say, tell Keith. Oh, I don't dare. So I can continue from there. It's so great to see everybody here, and you know, how many 92-year-olds would have a group like this together, all wanting to talk about how important you have been to all of them. And you know, it's just incredible, but understandable knowing you. I think I've met most of you. I didn't meet Dominic before. Hi, Dominic. And I don't have everybody on the screen. But anyway, it's so good to see everybody together. And thank you, Duke, for doing such a great job with my very close friend, Nick Fleischer, on his heart.
Yes.
And that was through Adele's help and
That was
reeling you in.
Claudia's
so
help.
that-
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and Claudia. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for that.
Every time they see me, they just glow with gratitude.
Yeah, yeah. If they knew that you were on this iPad with me, Duke, they'd be thrilled. But anyway, I've known Adele for over 40 years, and she's my bestest friend. Yeah, we express a lot of our connection and our gratitude to each other frequently, verbally and in writing, and it just goes really, really deeply. And you know, she's in my. I keep telling her she's in my heart and she's in my soul, totally, and always will be. She is the foundation of my confidence and my stability and everything that keeps me going. We talk still for hours, a couple times a week, and we've maintained that for over 40 years, and couldn't be
This
luckier.
is where luck came in, because we met once when we were at Smith getting our degrees, and then Jane got a job at a clinic in Springfield, and then she helped me get the job, and that changed my life, and that's how
It
we
changed
became
my life too.
Yes, became lifelong friends, and we're still friends with the people we met there. Yes, yes. So that was one of the greatest bits of luck in my life. Yes, and thank you.
And in my life. Happy birthday. What a
Thank
wonderful
you.
birthday tribute this
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And you so deserve.
And
And
Jane,
what Lisa said about connection, you know, she
Yeah.
is the model for, you are the model for connection.
and Jane put together a wonderful series of photographs, both of Anna and Asher, and of the family of different parts, events and so on. So that was wonderful for me. Yes.
We were friendly. We met Adele and Henry very early in our arrival in Northampton, and they took us under their wing, and we got very friendly with them. And when we moved to Leverett, Adele was the person who I spoke to every single day. I was out there in the woods, little kids, and I think she was in Northampton with little kids, and I think we really helped each other stay very sane and happy in sharing all of those. And one time, Henry and Adele came to Leverett, and we all were out driving, and we hit a pheasant on the road.
Oh, I never heard that.
It died, and Howard took it home with Adele and Henry, the kids, and we cooked it for dinner, and we had pheasant. And I think Ellen had
I forgot that.
those
Ay, ay.
very, very
I
good.
bet it was tender.
I'm wondering if this is an animal activist thing between.
The things are coming out about me that I ate the pheasant and I wanted to kill the cats. I mean,
And I think, Adele, you were my link to civilization for years.
well, that was another bit of luck because when we first met, Joanne didn't become a librarian, but at that point she was working in the children's library in the local library. And Lisa was at an age where I wanted to get her books. We went to the library and Jody was a baby. And I went up the stairs with Lisa and carrying Jody and sat Jody on the counter. And so we had a nice conversation. There was nobody else there. And then that was the beginning. That's how we met.
It was kind of love at first sight.
Yes. Yeah. We immediately connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the successor to Howard. Joanne and I have been together for
13.
several years. 13 years. And it's been extraordinary for me at a late stage of life to meet with Adele and her family, Keith, everybody, and a new life, new friends, since all my old ones, are rather skimpy now. They get older. So it's been a new and wonderful experience. I thank you, Adele. I thank you, Keith, for very enjoyable times together, and Lisa
Jody.
and Jody. It's been quite lovely to be in such a wonderful family and wonderful people. And so there's life after 80.
Yes. And you certainly have shown that, you and Joanne. Yes.
Yeah, we've been together since I was 80 years old. So.
Yes.
You're 92.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to another 10 years at least.
Okay. All right. We'll celebrate together. Yes.
Thank you. Good to see you. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Jules. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was saying to Keith, I didn't really think about saying anything tonight, and he asked me if I knew this family or not. Because
You got to speak.
of course, everybody's got to say something. So I don't know. I don't really know how to sum up, but I think a couple things that I want to say about you, Grandma, are that I think I've tried to say this before, but it's one of those things where, like, when people ask about you and like my relationship with you, it's one of those things that's hard to describe to people, especially when you work in the field of aging and with older adults, and you're not the typical case. You're not what people associate with aging. Your life has flourished, and you are not really someone who I think of as, I don't think of who you are as having all that much to do with how old you are. And I think a lot of people's lives get smaller as they get older, and yours just seems to get bigger, and you form more and more connections, and find more and more ways to stay connected with people. And it's one of those things that's sort of hard to explain, that sort of the uniqueness of who you are in that way. And I think the other thing that I find really special about my relationship with you, and I think that everybody here feels from you, is that there's just a very authentic interest in even the minutia of our lives. And in conversations with you, you really want to know everything that's going on and what we're doing. And if we're talking about philosophy or psychology or part selves or whatever, you really want to know what I think about it. You know, you really want to know where I'm coming from. And that's something that you don't have with a lot of people. And it makes you very easy to talk to. You know, and I share social work with you, and I share, you know, a number of things with you, but even if we're talking about something that I'm interested in and you're not, you genuinely want to understand it and know about it and understand why I care about it. And I think that's something that I really appreciate about you. And I'm very, very happy that we get to celebrate together today.
Well, thank you. You know, I've known you since you were born, and from the moment you started to speak, which was quite early, you've shown yourself to be a very thinking person. So when I ask you about whatever it is, I'm really interested because you're so articulate and you're so thoughtful, and you're also so helpful. So when I need, you know, when I have a you know, an insurance problem, a Medicare, what I can call Melanie, I get a response immediately, and you explain it to me. You don't make me feel stupid. You're clear, and I get it, and what a relief. Yes. So, and it's wonderful to see you and Keith as well as parents, and you're both incredible.
We love you.
Yes, we love you too.
So I just want to say that Lila was very disappointed that she could
Yes.
not be here tonight.
Yeah, I did say that. Yes.
Yeah. You did say that already?
I think I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had 2 bookings tonight that were set up before the party was set up, and they're pretty major things.
Yeah.
So she was very disappointed that she
Yeah.
couldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know, we'll share with her, but I know she got in touch with you, Mom, earlier today.
She did, and she did sound very sad. And
Yeah.
so I hope we'll have at some point another family.
Yeah.
Zoom, and
Yeah.
that she can join us because it's very important to her and
Yeah.
important to us. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeffrey, can't hear you. No.
Maybe your audio's off, Jeff.
Okay. Okay. All right. No.
I can't hear Jeff.
Can
Right
you?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Can't hear you.
Something's up.
Cannot
Go
hear
to
you.
Dad, go to the bottom left, the microphone button.
Yeah, you're still muted, it looks like. Well, maybe not. Can't hear him.
No. Not working. Okay.
Well, I'm not the only one with technical problems.
Why don't we go to someone else in the meantime? Maybe
Yes.
Eric and
Yeah.
Caroline.
Yeah, Eric, Caroline, Susan, Jay.
Hi guys. Mima, happy birthday. We're so excited to be able to be celebrating with you virtually and with the whole family too. And I'm especially grateful for how you welcomed my Bashert, Caroline, into
Oh,
the
it's that was so easy.
Their son and his wife.
and the special connection that you guys have. And Mima, I love catching up with you on the phone. And I think kind of to echo what Melanie was saying, you know, when I worked in the video game technology world, you would still always ask me about what my work was, what I was doing, even though I knew that video game technology was not up your alley, but you always made an effort to understand what was going on because you take an interest in me and what I do. And
Yes.
luckily, it's a little easier now that I've joined the family profession in mental health.
Well, it was always been very impressive to me to have a grandson who has a brain about as an exceptional brain, but also as different as from mine as could be, and fascinating to me.
But maybe not so different from your father, Elias's brain. And actually, yes.
Yeah. I always think how happy he would be to be with you and learn from you. Yes, I
Yeah.
talk to him. I tell him about you. I talk to him. Yes.
And yesterday I had a business call with a man named Elias, Elias, the Spanish pronunciation. He's from Colombia, and he led the government's initiative to develop new diagnostic tests for COVID. Very
Oh.
interesting. He and I told him my middle name is Elias, and I found
That's
out that.
after my father. Yes.
Yep. And I found out that he's Jewish too. So we had a nice connection about it. And he's very, he spoke with the thick Spanish accent, but he's incredibly smart, very knowledgeable about the world of testing and government. And from all the things you told me about your father and his interests, I felt almost like I was speaking to him.
Oh. That's so wonderful. Yes, 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 yes. That is wonderful. And Daniel says the same thing, that he feels so connected to my father. Yes, yes. And my father always said to me, your children are my joy. So we can welcome Rebecca, who has just appeared. Good to see you, Becca. Yes, yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
And I'll just add also, Mima, I'm so grateful to be a part of this family. And as Eric said, you welcomed me with such warm and open arms. And since day one, the first time we met was Thanksgiving a few years ago, when I joined the family Thanksgiving after only dating Eric for about a month. So that was very sweet of you to welcome me. And you've just made me feel so comfortable since the first time we met. And you've really become a true role model for me. And I just totally agree with everything that everyone else shared. And also really building off of what Lisa shared, you have the most full social life of anyone I know.
Yeah.
And I have one good friend. So many people are struggling during COVID, especially people who live alone, and even people, in their 30s. And I was talking to one of my closest friends who lives alone, and he's doing really well. And I was telling him, you're doing so well. I'm so glad to see that. You're doing almost as well as Eric's grandmother. He was very flattered. And so I was telling him all about you and how amazing and incredible you are, and the rich life that you lead. And he said that he can't wait to meet you one day. So you're really an inspiration. And I'm so grateful to know you. And I wish you a really happy birthday.
Well, anytime you meet someone who's going to be a new member of the family, there's a bit of anxiety. And immediately I was filled with such joy. And I've never seen Eric as happy as he has been since he has met his lovely Bashirta Caroline. And for good reason.
Becca, do you want to go next?
Well, Mima, I would say you're one of my icons, one of my role models and close friends. And I think it's pretty rare to have that as a grandmother. And I think seeing you visit and engage and interact with Opa when I was younger left a really strong impression on me of how to kind of see love through its different forms, and also how to reach people who might be seemingly hard to reach. And today in the work I'm doing, I think I'm quite inspired by the impression you left on me with Opa. And then also to see you today live such a vibrant, rich, connected life. I'm not able to see you, actually. Let me try to scroll. There you are. To see you have such a network of close friends and activities and activities that keep your mind stimulated and your heart active, is a real inspiration, and it gives me a lot of, I don't know, pride and also hope that that amount of gratitude is possible. And I love you and I miss you, and I miss my visits to Northampton. And I'm happy we can virtually celebrate you, but I hope I can celebrate you in your patio in East Hampton, because I love visits there, and I love great grains and martinellis and salmon and asparagus and your salad with that olive oil vinaigrette, and I love deep talks with you, and with our whole what? And the clothes that I steal from you and all of it.
Well, Rebecca is a great connector in many ways, but certainly through her singing. And one of the best memories for me is the way Rebecca connected with her Opa when he had dementia, because, and I still have, we still have some of the videos. She would sing to him and he would become so alive. It incredible. Mary, and the family is enormously grateful to her for what she does to keep him alive. Yes. Yep.
So Adele,
Yes.
my mom, when I was old enough to be dating people seriously, my mom always said to me, you know, you marry the family as much as you marry the person.
So true.
And I did not really understand that at the time. I thought I was just going to find the person and that would be all that mattered. Fortunately for me, it was not at all a competition, because I got Keith, but I also got this wonderful family that, as Claudia says, you and Ruth are now matriarchs of, and setting really unbelievably wonderful examples for us about how to stay vibrant and engaged and committed, and how to keep teaching people, who, myself included, who learn from you about, you know, I think one of the biggest things I take from you is how the glass is often really half full. Like, it's almost always with you. I was trying, as I was thinking about, and will I say that, won't I? And I feel like the glass, I don't know about you as a younger person, but ever since I've known you, the glass is half full. It really is. And that's a really lovely way to go through life, I think. I will say, in keeping with Ellen's comments, the one thing is I have never seen anybody able to sit at a table for as long as you can, engaged in conversation. I feel like sometimes, oh my gosh, this family just can talk and talk and talk.
What are you talking about?
But I will say the connection is so valuable. And in the end, that is what it's all about. And just even just looking at this Zoom call and seeing the faces and feeling like I married into this family, I feel so lucky, and I feel so lucky to have you as my mother-in-law.
Well, ditto, ditto, ditto. That is also one of my great lucky, happy things. You never know what's going to be like, and we've had a great relationship. I love your sechel, your sense, and anytime I've had certainly any medical issues, you've helped me in so many ways, and you helped Henry in so many ways, and of course it means so much to see this very happy family. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah.
Happy birthday. I'm sorry I'm not there this weekend.
Yeah, well, we'll get there.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yes, we will.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to an hour in. Doesn't mean we have to stop right at this second, but if there are other people who would like to chime in and say a thing or two, door's still open.
Okay, I just want to welcome Godfrey.
Oh, where's Godfrey?
Yes, there he's Godfrey is.
Oh, there he is. Hello,
He's
Godfrey.
with Becca. Hi,
Yeah.
Godfrey. Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You too.
I would like to say something.
Oh, Jay, yes.
Yeah. So happy birthday from Boston. We love you and so happy to be a part of this. So the word connection has been used obviously a lot tonight. And so I have a little short story about connection. So when Claire and I were starting to date, I would always say, okay, I'm going out with friends. I'm going to see cousins. And I would often say, I'm going to hang out with my second cousins. And Claire would say, do you mean your first cousins?
No, I said, do you mean your first cousins once removed?
Oh, your
'Cause
first.
that's
All
what
right.
people usually
But
think.
she didn't believe me, and Claire's never met her second cousins. And I'm like, no, I'm 100% sure my second cousins. And this was often going to hang out with Eric. And I think like I kind of took that for granted at the time, but now I really realize that that's such a privilege to know the extended family. And again, to use the word connected, to feel so connected. And that's definitely how I feel. It's definitely a big value in my life and how I want to raise a family. So I really give you and my grandmother a lot of credit.
Yes.
For instilling those values.
Yes. And we both felt that so strongly. Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, so I really appreciate that. Another funny memory I have is I was visiting Provincetown with some friends.
Oh, yes.
And I saw you just like out of the corner of my eye, and I don't know, like I don't know if you're getting off the ferry and I think you were with Penny.
Yes, yes.
And
you just ran into each other.
So like when I get really excited, like I'm not always thinking clearly, and the body takes over. And I think I ran at you, and I was so excited to see you. And then I came up close to you, and you're like, "Who is this weird man?" Like so excited, and I just gave you a big hug. And I think it took you a minute to realize what was going on. And then I later thought, well, that wasn't the best thing to do, but I was glad to see you.
That was an incredible encounter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adele had gotten out of the car and I was still in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And I hear her screaming and I thought, oh my God, Adele is being attacked.
I don't see how this is any different from any other Jay greeting. Amy,
That's normal.
That's like an everyday event.
She hadn't had one in a while, so she was a little rusty.
Out. I said, Adele is hugging her attacker.
Yeah.
Anyways, happy birthday. We love you.
Thank you so much, Jay. And yes.
I guess I'll say something next.
Oh, and there is Amy. Hi, Amy.
Happy
birthday.
Trump.
Thank you.
That was my goal, just to get rid of Trump. So it's been a very good birthday.
Amen to that. I just don't want to sound like a broken record. I feel like I agree with everything that everyone says. And I'll just add, like, I'm also very impressed with Aunt Adele's resilience. I feel like every couple of years I hear of her like breaking a hip or whatnot, and you just go to visit her in the hospital and she's, glass half full. She's just like, when I visited her in the hospital, she was focusing on me and my life. And I was like, no, you're in the hospital. How are you doing? So I'm just always impressed with your positive attitude and your resilience. And I completely agree with what Jay said. I think connectivity is such a huge value for me.
It
And
is. Yes. It
and I
always
think
has
that
been.
such a thing that I know I've been raised on, but it's like interesting to see how far it has webbed back. So it's not just like my parents, but it's my, all the cousins and all the matriarchs and whatnot. And I just always feel like, everyone else has said, Melanie, Eric, I always feel so special, and I really have valued the one-on-one time I've had with you, whether that's visiting Northampton, even seeing you in the hospital, or just other family moments where I've got to sit down and be in your presence, because you have such a connecting presence that, once again, everyone else said that you make people feel so special. And that's just a really heartwarming quality. And I really hope that me and others can benefit from it for another as many years as you're willing to give it.
Happy birthday. It was so nice to meet you at Jay and Claire's wedding. And yeah, I'm glad we can celebrate you over Zoom.
Yes. And I'm so happy to welcome you to the family. Yes.
Thank you.
So I must say, I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I must say, when you talk about my ability to connect, it all has to do with you and how much, I think back before years ago, I always had friends, but when I was younger, I didn't have the people in my life like you, who are so there, so connecting, so willing to share, to support, and to really know me and to let me know you. And this is what has helped me to be resilient, and why when I was in the hospital, I was so happy to talk to you, because that got me, away from whatever was troubling me, and into another space where I felt so, given to and so enriched. And I have felt each one of you. I have so many memories, and it's been just a great blessing in my life to have all of you. And I thank you for these tributes. I don't know. I mean, Keith will, I'm sure you'll have to do some more bashing tonight to get me.
Oh yeah,
down.
don't worry, I'll take care of you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. He won't let you down.
I'm gonna try. I have to be able to get your head through a doorway, so look, everyone. We have a chicken in the oven, potatoes too. We're very excited about the birthday dinner, as well as did you see that chocolate truffle cake? It's like a gigantic truffle.
Yeah.
We're going to put a tiny dent in that and save some for you tomorrow, Jody, when you come by.
Wait, who's at Mima's now? Is it just you or on?
That's me. Yeah, I'm alone.
Okay.
Yep.
But your mom is coming tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Uncle Keith, did you run over the chicken yourself?
No, I thought about getting a really fresh chicken. And actually, I didn't interject, but I actually remember when the pheasant was hit. It was on Long Hill Road. Yeah, I really remember that. I don't remember the taste of the pheasant. That part escapes me.
Oh, this actually happened.
But this chicken came from stopandshop.com.
Okay.
Great detail.
Yes. Delivered to me thanks to Keith. Yes.
Yeah, our regular
So
thing.
all of you, lots of love, and be well. And Ruth, thank you for for our partnership and bringing this family together. Yes, and may we have a much better year ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank you, Keith, for pulling this all
Oh, sure.
together, and
Yeah,
for
thank you.
including friends also. It's been wonderful to be
Yeah.
here.
Thank
with the
you
whole
for
family.
all of you for coming.
And save some roadkill for those of us who live in the South.
You got it, Clem.
Happy birthday, Adele.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Lots of love.
Good to see everyone.
Have a
Love
great
you,
night.
Mima, you should be getting a card soon.
Penny.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the chicken. Enjoy the pheasant. Pheasant.
Bye-bye.
Love you so much.
There we go.
Oh, that was pretty. That was pretty.
Good to see you.
Good to see you both. Good to see both of you.
Peace.
Bye.
And Jeff and Val, they left. Oh yeah, I could never hear them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too
Yeah.
bad.
They couldn't get through.
Well, this was amazing.
That was good. Good Zoom.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
I never got back onto my computer. The video never worked.
Did you poison Dominic Pascal John Baroni? Did you put something in his tea? He fell asleep. He was dead.
Oh, I was taking a picture of the animal we're gonna sacrifice in honor of Mima.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. We're
right.
gonna kill the cat for you.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, how cute.
No, not very long. He's gonna die tonight.
Oh.
Little sacrifice. Okay, everybody. I am actually gonna. Oh, go ahead, Lisa.
No, I was just gonna say, is the cat a new acquisition?
No, we've had we have had Mr. Leahy and this is Bo Bandy. We've had them for 3 years.
Oh,
Three.
there's Kiva.
Oh.
There's Kiva. Hello,
little-
Kiva.
Oh, I
Little,
want to see Kiva.
Little
There it
Kiva
is.
pornography.
Feel the attention, Susan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Kiva porn.
yes.
Enough with you and your cats.
Susan, you're on thin ice with me right now. We have a lot to talk about, and I'm not happy with you.
Well, I don't think so. I feel pretty good about myself.
What did
No,
something do
happy
wrong?
birthday. Enjoy your chicken dinner.
Yeah.
We'll be in contact with some of you on an as need to know basis.
Just remember the grandchildren that showed up first and stayed last. It was us. We love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, I will. Yes. So good to see you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
Yeah.
mwah, mwah. Yes.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, Joanne.
Thank you so much. It's been a phenomenal birthday. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really
Who
something.
could have imagined such a happy birthday at a time like this? Yes.
And you look fantastic, Mom. You
This
really
is
do.
my Indian attire.
She yelled at me when I tried to fluff up her hair. She yelled at me. Okay.
Did she
I
really?
didn't yell at him. He yells at me all the time. If I raise my voice by a decibel, I'm
I
yelling
fluffed
at
her
him.
hair and I got yelled at.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
It was worth being yelled at.
I don't know. You don't know from
He didn't do
fluffing.
anything.
I can fluff.
He messed
You
it
don't
up.
know from fluffing.
I can fluff.
This sounds like a Seinfeld episode.
I can fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George would
All
fluff.
right, you guys can
Lisa,
stay on
I'm
the
wearing
call.
your necklace. Do you
You
see
guys
the
stay on the
necklace?
call, but I am
Oh,
going.
you're wearing my
to-
necklace.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks very nice.
Yes. Yes.
I love your headphones.
Yeah, I didn't want them, but I guess.
You look good in them.
Or maybe, yeah.
You should wear them. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe what, like Duke says, maybe I'll have
Yeah,
another-
he said Rush Oppenheim.
I'll have a new career. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll use my interviewing skills. Yes.
Yeah. This is Adultgala Station.
Yes. So who would you most want me, if I were going to interview somebody, who would you most want me to interview? Who would it be? Yes. Yes.
Huh.
That's a good question.
Think of somebody who would be good to interview. I have to think that myself. Who would I want to interview?
Obama.
Oh, he's been I mean, I would like to, but he's been interviewed so much.
Oh, you want something unique?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it was something that
Yeah.
people learn something they haven't,
They don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
that's
can
a good
think
one.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah. Yeah.
I know who you'd like to interview.
Who?
Your father, Zeta.
That's if I had a wish. If I
Yeah.
had a wish, you know that.
Yeah.
Number one would be my father.
Yeah.
And I would have such
Maybe you can do it.
Well, maybe, when I leave all of you, that's where I'll go.
But maybe you can do it before you leave.
Really?
Yeah.
How am I going to do it? You got to.
Well, you talk to him, so you can also ask me questions.
Okay.
And see what he says.
All right. Well, I might do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I asked them who they would want me to interview if I changed careers. And Lisa came up with Zeta. And I agree. That's who I would most want to interview.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There are many unanswered questions there.
Yeah, many. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got some splaining to do, really.
He does.
Well, sometimes I do it in my head.
Right.
And
Well, that's why I'm saying you could just do it out loud.
I do it in my head, but well, I'll do it with you, and maybe you'll help me come up with answers, because it's very hard to come up with some answers.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna see you on January 30th. We'll celebrate your birthday and my birthday together.
Oh, that's wonderful.
With Asher and Melanie and Keith.
Well, of course.
You know why Adele is having such a great birthday?
Because of you?
No.
Why?
Because all she does is talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, analyze and get introspective.
Does talk.
And think and talk and talk and talk.
Yeah, well, this was a great forum.
I want to tell you something, and Susan, I'm sure, can corroborate what I'm saying. I mean, he complains and carries on, but he engages all the time.
I know.
He loves.
He's a hypocrite.
I mean, he loves. I mean, some of it's stupid, and some of it he's calling me dumb and insulting me. But yeah, there you go. But at times he asks very serious questions, very caring questions. And he teaches me things that I need to learn.
Yeah.
In fact, today he even showed me how to use Facebook. I didn't get it. I didn't.
Wow. And you learned it? I'm impressed.
I don't know, but I mean, I
realized
a whole bunch of people sent me messages for my birthday that I hadn't seen.
Where's the button for end meeting?
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, I am.
I wish I could join you.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm happy you'll be coming. I'm glad.
Yeah. And I got the vaccine today.
Oh, my
That's great.
I might get it Monday. I'm not sure, but
I hope so.
I hope so. Oh,
I was actually amazed at how organized they were.
Really?
There were so many people, and they had it so streamlined. Yeah, it was really.
Where did you go for it, Lisa?
It's St. Francis Hospital, which there's two big hospitals in Hartford, St. Francis and Hartford Hospital. And the worst part was trying to actually on the computer be able to get the appointment. That was very, very, very stressful and hard. But the actual going there and the way they organized it, and with so many people, and it went really fast. And
then did you sit for 15 minutes afterwards?
Yep, sat for 15
minutes. And then did you
minutes.
schedule a follow-up appointment for you?
Yes, but I did for February 12th. It was Moderna vaccine, but I had to go home and do it on the computer, even though they gave it to me, and that was again super stressful, and almost wasn't able to do it. But I finally was able to. It just really bad computer programming and stuff. But the process at the hospital was terrific.
That's great.
Yeah. So I'm so glad, because it makes me more comfortable being able to visit my mom, and also with Melanie and Keith and Asher, make me with them less anxious.
And hopefully won't get it.
Yeah. So I'm very psyched about it.
That's
and
great.
Susan, have you gotten both doses, Susan?
Yeah, I got the second dose on Monday this week.
Did you get Moderna? Did you get Moderna or Pfizer?
Pfizer.
Oh, you got Pfizer. I got Moderna. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course, would have taken either of them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, good to see everybody. I'll
Okay,
let
good
you
to
eat your
see you. We're
chicken.
gonna go have a chicken dinner,
Have
a
your chicken.
Shabbos dinner, and lots of
Okay.
love. Yes.
Lots of love. Mwah.
Happy birthday and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Okay.
shalom. May it be a good week and a good year. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Hope it gets better.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.